So now I'm on the black side. And again, I'll just kind of keep going over the basics here. These four squares, I don't know if you can see the mouse cursor. You should be able to see it. These four squares are really important. You want to either occupy them or attack them. And you kind of have to think of it like if you're engaged in warfare or in a battle or something like that. It's kind of like having the upper ground. So if you occupy the center of the board, then any piece that's on the center of the board can quickly jump to other spots on the board with greater ease. So it's basically about mobility. And whatever side he castles on, if you occupy the center completely, then you can more quickly move towards whatever attack you want to get going. That's kind of the basic way of putting it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this right now because it's going to bust up his pawn chain. Should he decide to castle on the king side, then this file will be nice and wide open for me. I am thinking right now about, oh, he went ahead and did it. So I'm going to go ahead and attack this pawn right away. If you're going to let me have it, then I'm just going to take it. And I might do something like this. Well, I might actually castle queenside now. In fact, yes, that's what I'm going to do. Maybe do something like this. Start getting some more pieces over there. Yep, I'm going to do that. Meh. I'm thinking about doing this again and then pushing this pawn up to here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now I have a neat little thing right here because if I check, then I can grab this light squared bishop. I don't necessarily want to do that right now because there's no point just yet. What I want to do is that and start getting this rook into the attack to see if he can help out in any way. He might swing his bishop down there or something like that. That might be good. But yeah, I basically want to get this rook in the action. Oh, look at that! So now I get to grab his queen. So he can't take the pawn right with the pawn because that opens up a check. So now I get to do that. So I showed you guys a neat little tactic there. That's again the theme of the pinned piece. The pin being, remember the phrase that I told you guys about a little bit ago. It's when it's hard to explain off the top of my head, especially in the middle of a game, but you can't move a piece at the risk of either putting your king in check or losing a really valuable piece. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and scoot my rook up and maybe bring him over here. I might just scoot him over here right away. Yeah, he's not falling for that. So we can go there, put a little bit of pressure on him. I'd like to bust up this whole pawn situation. Go there. So now I'm attacking his rook. I can grab this pawn. That's pretty valuable to me. So he might just take right there, yeah. And now I have a pretty decent attack going. I can go there and then threaten to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now he's got big troubles. Mate's coming soon. He ran out of time. Mate was on the next move. GG, GG. Next game. I really want that 1200 rating. I think I had it last time, and then I don't know what happened. I can't remember playing too many other matches where I lost that rating. Oh, I'm white. So I like this queen pawn opening again. You can do d4 or e4. You can also just move the knights out right away. I like throwing up that gambit. And then do one of these. So I give him a pawn with the idea being that I'll get this pawn back by taking with my bishop here in a minute. I've never seen this before. I'll go like that. That. And then here I should be able to take back this pawn. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Now I'm attacking this pawn over here. He's got to be careful about that. He might throw up a check or something like that, but he doesn't, like, if he checks with his, no, he didn't throw up a check. So, we'll do that. Okay. One of the things that you run into when you're playing against, not to sound too cocky, but really inexperienced players, is that you just get these positions that you've never studied for, or you've never seen in coffee shop chess or anything like that. And it's easy to get thrown off by that. Well, now I get this. No, I don't. Holy shit. I almost just grabbed that pawn and left my queen hanging. So we can't do that. We'll do that. So now if he takes... I think I'm going to take with that, because now I have this pawn that's kind of going to be a pain in his ass. One of those and offer up an exchange right away. See if he takes that. Do that. Well, now I'm going to throw a check because it's going to force him to move his king, and then he won't be able to castle, but it's not that big of a deal because he can just move right there, yeah. I have an opportunity to double up on this file here and then really give him some problems. I'm protecting this pawn here, so he can't really do much about it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and now I'm threatening to take his queen. That. Now I'm going to go after this pawn here. I really have no plan right now. I'm just going to keep this attack going as best I can and then see if anything materializes from it. So now if he backs off, now he left this hanging here. He can't really take that because, well, he shouldn't have done that because now he's going to lose his queen. I'm protecting that pawn with this rook. He has to take with the queen, and now I take his queen. He takes. I gobble this pawn. And now I'm going to see if I can get his rook off the board. Just going to keep throwing checks for a second. He's threatening mate right now, so what I'm going to do is that. So now I give myself a nice little escape route. Crush his little hopes and dreams of checkmating me. And hope that he puts me in a situation where I can fork his... Yeah, like that. So now I'm attacking his rook and his king at the same time. And he resigned. So, good game, good game, good game. The ELO system, for those of you that are unfamiliar, is it's you get points and lose points. The amount of points that you lose or win is obviously determined by whether or not you win or lose. If you win, then you win points. If you lose points. But the amount of points that you win or lose towards your rating depends on the rating of the person that you're playing. What does this diamond mean? Oh, premium member. So I read this in a book somewhere that it might be a good idea to do that, and then follow it up with that and scoot his bishop off. He's going for something like this to go after this square here, but there's a way to avoid that whole situation. So now you go like that, that. That maybe? Oh, fuck, this is so bad. No, he can't do anything about this, I don't think. So now he has to push up his pawn or move the queen over here. In any case, I can go like that and just protect and then maybe castle on the queen side. Not so sure about that. Just get that piece. So he's in check, he's out. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to do that. And now he might be sneaky and try to go there and then see if he can catch him checkmate or something like that. But we'll just put a stop to that right away. I'm up a piece right now, which is obviously good for me. And now it's just kind of all right, so here he's offering me an exchange. Here's one thing I can tell you right away. Exchanges are almost always good when you're up on material, which means so now I have his queen, bishop, and knight. He has my queen and knight. If we were to just keep exchanging over and over and over again, at the end of it, it would be his king versus my king in one piece, if that makes any sense. So 7 on 8 is not as good as 6 on 7, 5 on 4, 4 on 3, 3 on 2, 2 on 1, 1 on 0. So that's called material advantage. And so if you have material advantage, exchanging pieces is almost a good thing. It's kind of a game of math. We'll castle on this side. And now I'm going to start offering him exchanges here in a second. So I'm going to go like that, and then go like that, and then see if he'll take. If he was making moves like he was before, then it seems he might be a beginner, and so he might go ahead and take me up off on this exchange. He might come down here and attack that piece or something like that. Yeah, so he went and did that. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep simplifying and offering him exchanges, and by the end of it, by the end of it, you'll see in the long run, I benefit more. So now it's going to be, if he takes this, which he should not, but he did anyways. So now it's a king in one piece versus a king in two pieces. So this is kind of what I was looking for. We'll go there. And then offer him another trade here. He didn't take that time. It's a wise choice. And I'm going to start moving my king more towards the center. So... take it. Do I have to work? Oh, I should have taken that. What am I doing? That. 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 Offer up another trade here. I'm attacking this pawn. But now I just get a piece. And so now I can just kind of gobble his pawns up here like so. Back off a little bit. But now when I go like this, he has to push this pawn, in which case I'm going to gobble that pawn right there. And there's a resignation.